This is probably going to be my last video before Kenobi episode 1 comes out. I was planning on making a Vader video along with this one, but I just didn't get around to it. If you guys didn't know, part 1 of this video was actually my first ever Star Wars video. Obviously, I think that was almost 2 years ago, and we definitely didn't have as much info about Kenobi as we do now, which is why I am making this video. It's crazy to think that we had back then was the rumors of the show, and now, in 2 years, we got the cast, behind the scenes, trailers, title, posters, official announcement, and so much more. It's crazy. So, welcome to Everything to Expect in Obi-Wan Kenobi Part 2. First off, I wanted to talk about the controversy I have with this show. Before, I didn't think Obi-Wan and Vader were going to meet, and I know, as well as from the concept art, Kenobi and Vader are going to fight. Twice. I can tell why they are doing this, but I'm also kind of like, why are you doing this? I personally think this has been talked about by others, but this ruins the canon between the fight between Vader and Kenobi in Revenge of the Sith, as well as A New Hope, unless it makes it better. It also confuses me on the fact that the Empire had zero idea where or who Kenobi was in A New Hope. Now we obviously see that the Empire finds him on Tatooine and will probably figure out his name of Ben Kenobi. I'm not sure how they're going to work around this, but I'm also very much so excited to see Vader, to see Hayden Christensen again. He's just going to play an amazing role, and you just can't have an Obi-Wan show without Vader. That's a huge part of his life. They couldn't just leave him out. Especially with the fact that the Inquisitors and the Empire will be looking for Kenobi and they wouldn't even include Vader. That would be ridiculous. I am beyond excited for him to show up, though. I wanted to bring up those rumors, though, that the show and Vader's appearance will actually fix the canon in A New Hope. So in episode 4, Vader says, "When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master." We obviously know that Obi-Wan left Vader to die, not the other way around like Vader implies. He also says, "Obi-Wan, I've been waiting for you." So maybe in Kenobi, the final fight between them was Vader leaving Obi-Wan to die, but knowing he'll survive, then just waits for him to return. So I guess that could work. Nonetheless, I am just waiting for Vader to return. A little while ago, there was an article that Kenobi and Vader would fight twice in the show, and the main plot would be the Inquisitors chasing Kenobi. This was before anything was confirmed, though. I was going to make this video a while ago, this exact video, but I decided to wait. Now we have all of that confirmed, and I don't really need to talk about the Inquisitors that much, but basically, if you're looking for like everything to expect in Kenobi in this video, then basically the Inquisitors are just going to send a crap ton of bounty hunters, like Cad Bane too. They're going to send Cad Bane, 4LOM from 4LOM, and Zuckuss, I think his name is, from Empire Strikes Back. They're going to send them after Kenobi. They're gonna send everyone. That is going to be like the craziest part, because there's going to be so many bounty hunters that are going to show up in this show, and it's going to be like a bounty hunter fiesta. But along with that article, we also got a big plot point, which I think will also add to the fixing canon, I guess. So in the same article, which so far is pretty trustworthy, and there have been so many rumors about this, but Princess Leia, as like a 10-year-old, will be appearing as a big plot point. I think this would explain a lot in A New Hope. The rumors are that maybe Bail Organa, I'm making this part up, Bail Organa sends out a message to Obi-Wan that the Empire has captured Leia, but now the rumor is Kenobi has to save her, or maybe he just goes on a diplomatic mission with her, and that explains why in A New Hope, Leia knew him. She'll play a major role in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and that is when Obi-Wan will open up to the Force and protect her. I think the show will kind of give a vibe from the Book of Boba Fett. In the Boba flashbacks, we know that he was saved by Tuskens from the Sarlacc pit, and we were shown the nicer, less animal side of the Sand People. In the Kenobi book, it was much similar to this. Obi-Wan made friends with the Tusken clan that were actually slaughtered by Anakin in Attack of the Clones, and we were shown the nicer side of the Tuskens in both the Obi-Wan book and the Book of Boba Fett. I think this could carry into the show, possibly for the finale, where he makes friends with them in episode 1, and then in the finale, they help him out. Most likely not, though. I'm saying most likely not for this. Obi-Wan will be going off-world for the show, and I don't think they would have time to put that into the show, the precious time that we have with Obi-Wan. I just don't think they're going to add that in. There's also the huge possibility and probability that we will get Qui-Gon appearances or flashbacks. In episode 1, before the Inquisitors, we could see Obi-Wan meditating with Anakin's lightsaber, levitating in front of him, while he has Revenge of the Sith flashbacks. He'll probably speak to Qui-Gon through his head that he has failed Anakin over and over again. Probably the most exciting appearance for me is Commander Cody appearing, but these are just rumors. If he does, he will appear with the 212th Battalion, maybe hunting Kenobi, but most likely just in flashbacks. If Kenobi did get his inhibitor chip removed, though, we could get how he got it removed in the Kenobi show. I forgot to add this into the script, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the droid in this clip right here from the trailer. I think this could be a droid very similar to K2SO from Rogue One. So I think there's definitely a possibility that it would play a similar role to K2SO. There's also the possibility of Cal Kestis. In the collab, I said the Inquisitor base is from Fallen Order, so there's definitely a huge chance Kenobi could set up Fallen Order. That's mostly the gist of everything to expect in Kenobi regarding Leia, Vader, Commander Cody, and Qui-Gon. Basically, just my final theory for everything to expect. Obi-Wan, he'll be in isolation in Tatooine, looking after Luke. He goes through his daily agenda of probably going to Maz Espa or Maz Eisley and just doing whatever the heck he wants to do. Go back to his hut, meditate, and then we get the conflict of Vader telling Reva that, hey, I need Obi-Wan found. I know that he is alive. So they send all the bounty hunters they have after him. And then that will, and then along with this, we'll get Leia in there somehow. But basically, he's forced basically off-world. And I think he goes off-world to protect Luke. I know, his goal, I've heard controversy that basically, why is he going off-world in the trailers? Why would they put him off-world? He's trying to protect Luke. He wouldn't just leave him. But I think he's trying to protect Luke by going off-world so that the Inquisitors won't get to Luke if Obi-Wan couldn't protect him. So he goes off-world, fights bounty hunters, and I think that'll just be the main plot. That's my prediction for the show. A few extra points I wanted to talk about that the Kenobi show might skim over. In the Obi-Wan book, it explains why Obi-Wan looks far older than he actually was. He was only 43. That's right, 43 in A New Hope. And the Obi-Wan show will explain that, or the book actually explains why that is. One of the characters from the book explains to Obi-Wan that if you stare at the twin suns for too long, you'll be unrecognizable. This is what happened to someone once, in the book. Kenobi took the advice and did his best to look older and appear far different than his actual age. That is mostly everything to expect in the Kenobi show. I have tickets to Top Gun 2 the same day Obi-Wan releases, and I may or may not do a live stream regarding rumors off the Kenobi show. So I'm very excited about both of those. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.